us. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you, um, at least for joining in, Eddie. I want to say a very big thank you. So what that will mean is that this will be a bit interactive as possible. So we can rub minds together, exchange ideas. So if there's anything that that maybe personally we are also exploring within our own space, we can always share. I don't know if you can hear me, Mr. BC. Mr. Labisi, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, you know.
All right, all right. Okay, so we'll get started. Like I said, um, while others join us, we get started. So, um, I know that we are entrepreneurs. So you can mute. You can mute.
Okay.
Yeah, you can mute. Yeah, I know that we are entrepreneurs, and at least you and me, I know that you sort of have some things in common, and so, and I believe that you also have some experience in terms of how you've gone about your sales, how you currently approach your sales, so I would just crave your indulgence as we get started. Let's hear to Mr. Post. Just give us a bit of background. I know you are a very rugged. Let me put it that way. You're a salesman to the core. And I know you've been doing this for a while. And I have no doubt sorry. I have no doubt in your capability, sorry, and what you are able to sort of achieve, you know, within the sales circle. So today, the topic before us is how to sell anything to anyone, and what this means basically is, in any endeavor that you find yourself, whatever you are selling, whatever product, whatever service that you are selling, how do you get it to the people that the product is supposed to be for? You know, selling it to the people that the product is meant for. So basically what we'll be looking at. And sales is a very broad topic, like every one of us know. There are different angles to it, there are different areas to it. Okay, so as we go on, Mr. Boss, can we just hear something brief from you? Tell us how you currently coordinate your sales. I know you've been into this for a long time. You're a master salesperson. Still, let's just hear, from you, in brief. Then we'll just take it from there.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yeah, so my name is Nelson. How many of us are on this call?
BC had left, but um, I'm trying to prompt the other people to join in as well. But you can continue.
Wow, so for me, right, I've been having some challenges through. Okay, so currently, there are two things. I have created new channels of selling my business, uh, which I'm exploring, and I'm still exploring more channels of selling. Then I'm currently facing some challenges with the current method that I'm using. So let me give a quick example. So like I've been having so my current my the way I sell normally is through social media. and then word of mouth. So like probably I'm in a restaurant, fast I'm in a public place, and then I just see someone wearing. I'm able to spot my prospective client, which is like my one-on-one marketing that I do. So like I can see someone wearing a very nice joggers, and I just tell it, sir, good afternoon. I really love this your joggers. Oh, immediately you comment like that. The person 100% of the time, this is for me. Person just smiles. Person just smiles, and I'm like, I really love it. Like, but I like to let you know that I also sell something as good as this too, and I have different, and they want to listen to me. So the next thing I do is to just show them my Instagram page, and this has worked for me a few times. Then I also give them my card, my business card. So I'm always with my business card. So everywhere anytime I'm going anywhere, I'm always making sure that I spot my prospective client. And the way I get to approach them is first appreciating what they are wearing and making them know that I also have such kind of business. Then that is offline. Then online, uh, through my Instagram page, I run ads. Then I funnel them down to my WhatsApp. And then when they buy, I always make sure I sell. And I had that kind of experience this week. A customer bought something through our this thing, Instagram page. He bought a linen trouser. So I appreciated him and thanked him for patronizing us. And I asked him if there's any other kind of thing you would like to get from us. So then he said, normally I would have just ended there by saying thank you. But I had to go for her to say, is there any other thing you would like to, get? Then he said, yeah. He's looking at getting a linen shirt. And then immediately I was in his car saying, sir, we have a very nice linen shirt. And then I snapped and sent to him. I said, that he likes it, that I should send it. That's how he bought. That one was even higher than the price of that one was even higher than the initial item he bought. So immediately paid for that one, and then I sent that one to him. And then I just kept upselling and upselling like that up to up to now. Then the other channel I have also done is also I've created our website where I've automated the whole our whole sales process on the website. So, like, we have started getting sales now through the website. People have started coming to the website and also started buying. So, what I do is on the Instagram page, what I do is when someone asks for any item that is on our page, what I do is I'll say, please, can you kindly place your order through this link, as this will enable us to attend to your request quickly or as quickly as possible. So, I think that is the summary for what has been going on so far. But the current challenge we are having now is that our Instagram page gets suspended too quick. So it's a big challenge for me, which I'm trying to resolve. So that is the good on the other side. That's the summary of everything so far.
Wow. So,
Hello?
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you.
As I must commend your doggedness and how far you have pushed so far. Um, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Um, yeah, I would just want to take one more person. I know some other people join now. Euphemia, I don't know if you can hear me. Debbie, I don't know if you can hear me as well. I would just like to hear, so far so good. In terms of your own business and all, how have you coordinated your sales so far? Or Tammy, do you want to share? Or Bayemi, do you want to share? Anybody? Yeah, Tammy, you wanted to say something.
Yes, sir. I didn't get what you want to speak to, sir.
So
I
we were
joined a
talk,
bit
so
late.
we're
I know.
ask, I was asking a general question that I know most of us here sell one thing or the other, and I know maybe one way or the other you
Yes, sir.
probably have been trying out some method. So if you just to give us an idea of some of the things you have tried out, the successes, the challenges, so that any other person can also learn from it.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, so I'm currently running a truth business, and so many times, okay, before last year that I started getting my feet back into the business, there's been so many challenges with trying to sell, trying to stay in vogue, like because you people buy clothes is not something people buy every day. If you don't sell it out to people, and there's no video you are posturing for getting more customer. So I know I had this challenge earlier when I just started, and I exhausted the numbers of people I had at the moment. And I didn't even know. These people just bought from me last week. Are they going to buy again this week? So it was one of the challenge. But when I joined the last class, then there was an example that happened in the group talking about advertisement, how it's even Coca-Cola that has been in existence for years still run ad to help their business so that you get new customers. And you also try to communicate with customers in order to get what they want. So you're not just going to the market to buy things just because you feel like it is what they will need. You should ask them, communicate with them. What do they really want? Then you can always meet their needs. So those are the challenges, and that was how I was able to
All
overcome.
right, thank you so much. Okay. Any other person want to share? Any other person? Any other person? Euphemia?
Good,
Yeah, good
good
afternoon.
afternoon, everyone.
Yeah,
Good
how you
afternoon,
doing? Good
everyone.
afternoon. Nice to hear from you.
I'm very well, thank you, sir. I'm very well,
Yeah.
thank you, sir. So for me, I run a consulting brand. I run a consulting brand. So and my target audience are senior professionals. So even though I have package for young professionals, but my business is focused on CEOs and founders. So how I was able to sell my high ticket, because my tickets are high tickets. So how I was able to do that was I I prepared like a package that is tailored to their current existing pain points and their problem. And so as soon as when I come to them to communicate, I'm already telling them what they already want to solve, but they just don't know that there's someone available to solve it. Right. So, and it's fast. It's faster that way because the conversations are brief, the understandings are straight to the point, and they don't argue the price because I'm selling to the right people. So there's no back and forth in that. So that's my own strategy. And then I save them time. That's also something else that I sell. So apart from solving their pain points, I'm telling them that look, I'm saving you time. I'm helping you. I'm helping you position yourself better, and you can better communicate your values without having to sit down and do it yourself. So meaning that there's so many things going on around your life that you're not doing by yourself. Someone else has automated that for you. So that's what I sell and how I've been selling, and it's been going well, and the reviews are positive.
Wow. So, wow, that's good. That's because you sell high ticket items. What that means is that what's the average price of your service?
The average price of my service, the lowest is 150.
Okay. And do you sort of do you sort of do any form of marketing to them?
I'll be very honest with you. I currently have not even started marketing, but I'm booked till end of May
So
already. So somehow I'm a little bit
so the
okay.
customers you
You're
got,
saying
were they
something.
from referrals?
most of them are from referrals. So when I'm done attending to one, before I'm done with that person, person is recommending someone else almost immediately. So it's more like before I'm signing off this client, I'm already signing
Yeah,
onboarding
but do you
another
always get to
client.
ask them to refer you? Is it something you actively ask?
Not at all. No, no, no. I have not done that before. It's
Yeah, so
just
maybe you need
willingly
to
from
also
them.
look at that since that has been working for you. So you need to look at that as okay, then actively just asking. Um, yeah, it's been working, so it means that it's something that you can as well ask for actively. From them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're just going to quickly go through it. You can see that several people are already doing stuff. And the nature of sales is such that is a continuous thing. It's something that you always have to continue to do and try out things and put out initiative. It's not a one-stop shop, so it is a continuous engagement. You have to continue to do something on the business. There has to be things that you are constantly doing on the business, and that's the way it has worked, and that's the way it works. So if there's any method that we all have been using and you've identified some of the ones that are already working, you want to add more energy to those things that are working. Then the things that are the challenges, then you want to sit down and look at how we can then tackle some of those challenges and then maybe add other channels to it. um you know so why do people actually buy? People buy for different reasons, but one of the most important things that we have to understand is that from everything that everybody has said, you must ensure that you are actually meeting a need. The reason why you are in business and the reason why we do what we do is to actually meet a need. If you are not meeting a need, then it will be difficult for you to actually sell. So the question that first of all you need to ask is that what you are selling, is it meeting a need? And what that means is that the need could be in different forms. So when we talk about need, some people, just from what Mr. Apostle said, I know Mr. Apostle also sells some things that are a bit, for high ticket, customers. He sells fashion items, but I know that is closer for high fashion, high ticket people. One of the reasons why I'm sure some of the people that buy, people buy for one emotional reasons. One of the reasons why people want to buy things is that they want to also be sure that they are getting the best deal from you. So for example, if you tell a customer that, oh, this price that I'm giving to you is actually the best deal you can get, customers want to feel like, okay, this thing I'm buying from this person, okay, the person has said that, oh, this is the best deal that I can get and it's a quality item. They want to feel like they are getting value from what they are selling. Then so people also buy, just because of what others will think about them. For like fashion, for example, people want to buy some fashion brands or some clothes, just because some other people are buying those particular clothing items. So they want people to feel good about them. So that is a need, that you are meeting in that case. People also buy because sometimes they also want to be the first person to use that product. You hear people say that, oh, when iPhone 15 Pro Max or iPhone 16 comes out, some people want to quickly go and buy because, oh, I want to be one of the first set of people that bought this item when it came out. So you see people trooping to buy, even people that already even have iPhone already. The one that they are using, they want to drop it, they want to quickly go and buy the other one. So basically there's a need that iPhone is meeting in that instance, that's making people to always anticipate towards it and go after it. Then one of the other reasons why people also buy is also for personal growth. So for example, people who do like lots of training services, consulting services, or people who package or put together like courses that people take, skill acquisition programs and things, that they can actually take and then use it to actually, improve their skill or get better jobs. So you see people going, to actually do those programs and buy those courses and do them because they believe that when they do those courses, it will help them to actually achieve growth within their sector. So that's those are reasons why people buy. There are a lot of other reasons why people buy. Sometimes people also buy for for example, a politician, for example, I'm just saying, if you're selling to a politician, for example, what a politician wants to buy is that he wants you to give him that prestige. So what do I mean by that? If you're selling to a politician, for example, and you tell him that, oh, if you actually buy this thing from us, maybe for your community, for example, you buy particular stuff and it's going to be used, let's say, for an NGO project, for example, and you tell them that by the time they buy it, they are going to put their name on that thing and people are going to appreciate them. Those are the kind of things that a politician will like. They want people to see them, that they are doing stuff. That's one of the things that they value. They might not necessarily need that stuff, but because they know that when they do it, it's going to give them some form of accolade. So that's another reason why some people buy. So there are lots of reasons, but one of the things you realize is that in every of these reasons, it has to be meeting a need that is even deeper than the surface need that you see. People tell you, because people actually, some people want to actually buy because they want to save time. They want something that is efficient, just like what Fema was saying, that she can save them time, she can make their processes more efficient. So when you tell somebody that, oh, for example, I want to manage your social media platforms because I can save you time, I can help you improve your brand image, and I can bring quality to your service. Even if the person does it normally, but they don't want to spend time doing that because that's not the core of their job. So imagine somebody that his work is to sew clothes, is a tailor, or somebody his work is, let's say, maybe they sell cars, or let's say somebody, maybe they run a restaurant. I'm just saying, for example, and that's their own core duty. They don't want to spend time being the one on the social media, having to want to take pictures, to post and all that. If they can get people who can do that, they will rather delegate that. So you are saving them time. You are saving them time and also helping to improve their process, helping to bring customers to them, helping them to get value and all those kind of things. So you are saving them time. So that's a need that you are actually meeting in that instant. So it's something that would attract customers. Then the other thing I will go straight into is that, like when I was asking Euphemia that how many of us currently market. So let me just quickly ask. So Temi, Okwe, Papa BC, Debbie, do you do any form of marketing for your business or your service? Let me just quickly hear from us. Do we currently do any form of marketing? Anybody? Anybody?
Yeah, for me right now, I, 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 one thing is, I joined this training to that. That is my objective. Is that I joined this training to be able to understand, to get that entrepreneurial spirit back online. But right now, the main marketing I'm doing currently is for that kid that I work with. So that's the only one I do. So every now and then we push materials out there. Even right now, we have a new marketing plan that we're trying to run. So push more information, leverage social media, do video content, however little or not. So we're trying
And
to
how has
grow
that
that.
worked so far? The one
Okay.
you've done,
So once
how was has that worked so far? What have you done? The one you've done so far that has worked?
yeah, it has brought few people through the door, and for different areas that we needed to reach people to let them know about what we do. So, for example, when we needed to reach drivers that we give out, we leverage some form of that will also require marketing in a sense. It cannot be clients, but it brought people that we deployed. So that has been effective in a while. So between December and now, December there was a real drought. But when we put efforts in putting materials, putting information out there, and letting people know this is what we do, this is what we can offer them. So that has been better. Like the flow has been better even till now. So and that's because we don't want to focus too much on clients in view of the the what we can take. Like oh, we put too much for clients, and clients now come, and we're not able to service these clients. So that's what now that we're they're balanced. So we're now pushing, we're now client focused now. So at least I know that in these next 2 weeks that's coming. So that's my major focus right now because what we need to do to balance out to be able to serve clients, we are already in step with it. So it's not to push materials, content, videos, even to the point of running ads. So we believe that at least since that had work in terms of position us for how and what we need to have to be able to serve clients, since that had worked, doing the same thing also. Even without that, what we've done prior is still bringing responses and things to us. So it's not place of
So
where we now
that's
intentionally push
Facebook,
very
right?
hard the way we did. So,
Is that Instagram?
sir? No, no. We are going to leverage Instagram now, but most of the times we don't leverage. We leverage search. Leverage Google search. Leverage our SEO, our website, Google My Business. Those things we leverage those things because Google My Business will allow us to post content on them now. So which when people search,
So
Google will
do you
suggest
do
those
like
information first because
videos
it's
or what do you do?
yeah, we do. We did the video we do is the video of any service that we run. When we do a service, we take a video to showcase that we do the service. So, but now even more for just ad purpose alone. That's maybe just general creative content. These are things that we have in our plan to run. So we have the plan, we have the team on ground. So yeah, something that we are looking to do these next 2 weeks. That's
Okay.
it for this match. So
All right.
that's
Thank you
it.
so much. Uh,
But personally, maybe for maybe whatever I have interest in, no. So, but at the time I'm here, I'll get to hear one or two things
yeah.
that would stir me up
Yeah.
for
All
more.
right. Thank you. So thank you so much. So what I wanted to say basically is that for selling or for sales, one of the important thing is that there has to be a way that we are attracting customers. So before you can sell, you must have an established way that you are attracting customers. So one of the biggest challenges, especially for small businesses, medium businesses, a lot of or sometimes, is that we don't really have a structured way to attract customers. So what happens is that we just wait, right? That you know, or we just use one method, maybe posting on our WhatsApp on anything. We don't really have a structured way that we attract customers. And the honest truth is that in this age and time, I must tell you, with your phone, there's a whole lot that we can do. Either we like it or not, every one of us is involved in content marketing in one way or the other. And with your phone, there's a whole lot that you can do. Do you know that with your phone, just to mention, you can do like a 1 minute video. Hi, my name is BC. Are you looking at starting up a media? Are you looking at actually making your media outlet very seamless? Are you looking at running ads? Are you looking at improving your social media presence? Look no further as we are here to actually help you and help you to improve XYZ. And you do 1 minute video and you put it up on your status or you put it on your Instagram. You can even run an ad on it. With just your phone, you can record yourself. It doesn't have to be very perfect. You understand? You can do a recording. Oh, my name is Okweabola. I sell clothes. Or are you looking at buying, very nice, t-shirts that you can wear to the office, and you can also wear, out for, outdoor events. Look no further as we've got you covered. We have very quality and affordable materials that you can get from us. Reach out to us if you're looking to buy. Just 1 minute and you do it and you post it on your status on different groups that you find yourself. That is content. So what I'm trying to say is that even if it's once or twice a week that you are doing that, that is a structured thing that you're already doing to push yourself to attract customers. I don't know if we're all following me. Joy, Debbie, are you guys here? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we
Yeah.
can hear you,
So
sir.
with your
Yes,
phone,
sir.
you can do something like that. The other one is also content partnership. So for some of you, you have some friends or you know people who have maybe blogs or YouTube channels, or maybe they've got some number of following. You can ask them if you can feature on their blogs, or you can feature on their YouTube channel, or you can feature on their Instagram page. For them to just help you post something that you do or that you sell. You can ask them, you can speak to them, even if they want you to give them a token. You can give them a token just to help you push out your own product or service. That is content partnership. You can partner with people that have got some form of following, to help you push out what you do. Then another one is that you can also come up with an exceptionally low offer that will attract people who would normally not consider you. So if you are selling something right now, you are offering a service, even if your service is something that is high ticket in terms of maybe the amount or the value is a lot. One of the things you can begin to even look at is that you can even look at something that is very, very cheap now and push that out to several other people that that okay, normally they might not even consider coming to ask you to sell to them, but that those products or those services can even attract those ones first, and they can come in. Then from there they can begin to discover the other things that you do. So that is also another way that we can look at that. Yeah, Euphemia, you were saying a thumbs up. I mean, you wanted to respond to that. Hello, Euphemia. Yeah, hi, Euphemia.
No, I was saying thank you for
Okay,
the
okay.
insight.
All right. So then the other one is when we talk about paid ads, that's what Mr. BC was talking about on Facebook. This is also something that I think that a lot of us also need to really really pay attention to. We need to try and begin to set aside budget. And the thing also is that, because thank you, Femia, because the challenge is that even if it's a few thousands that we set aside, because this is a business that we're trying to do. You understand? And this is something that will bring us more money. So the question we need to ask ourselves at different occasions is that, okay, this business I'm doing, am I actually pushing myself out to even get people to even come and patronize me? So some of us might begin to look at even setting aside some money, maybe monthly, to even run a few ads that we can use to generate, some form of, leads and customers. Then the other thing I also wanted to mention, this is something that we can also all try out. Do you know? And I was saying it earlier that every one of us, one way or the other, are involved in content marketing. Do you know that most of the services that we all render, one way or the other, you can actually host an online event, just like what I'm doing right now, and educate people on certain aspect of your product or service. So for example, let me give you an example. Just like what I'm doing right now, I'm hosting an online event. I'm training you to give you this insight. But at the end of it, part of what I'm still going to do is that I'm going to tell you what I do as well at the end of what I'm saying. So you can host events. So for example, some of you are maybe doing social media, you're a social media, expert or a digital marketer. You can host an online event on how people can improve, their business using digital marketing, just to attract people to come in, and you can speak to them. And at the end of that event, you can then market what you do. Or if you are selling clothes, you can do something that relates to, maybe how people can dress well, or you can sell something to maybe how people can start maybe a clothing business, for example. You can do a mini online event, get people to sign up, and you can do a mini training of your own experience. And at the end of it, what you're trying to do is also, maybe you're trying to also market something that you do to them, or you're trying to sell what you do to them, with that event. So public speaking or hosting online event is also something you can use to attract customers. And that's why I said, one of the things you need to know, that every one of us, one way or the other, are involved in content marketing. And like I said, with your phone, there's a whole lot that you can do without even paying, for any service, to be able to attract customers. Because it's when you attract people, that's when you can even begin to even talk about your product. Then the other thing I want to talk about is that you can use referral programs, just like I was telling to Euphemia that as people begin to patronize her, you need to then begin to ask them. You can reward people. Okay, if you bring, okay, if you refer one person to me, our business will give you a 20% rebate on that. If you refer two people to me, you get. Do you understand? You can encourage some of your customers to begin to refer people to you, and they get rewards for it. I think this other one about influencer celebrity campaign. This one, for a lot of us, that might be very expensive right now. Because a lot of people also use influencers. People that have got lots of following. They follow them. Some people even pay them to actually help them to push their product. But that is when you've actually made a lot of money. But that's something that people also do to attract customers, and I just thought to just put that there so that we can also know. Yeah. So as we begin to round up, so that then we can take question. How do you engage? So when you attract people, so when people come to you or customers reach out to you, so for example, somebody reaches out to you on your Instagram, or maybe somebody messages you on WhatsApp, or maybe somebody saw your ad somewhere and they called you on, or they reach out to you, or they message you. How do you engage them? Because that's also another thing. Somebody reaches out to you and say, "Oh, okay, I want to do this service. What do I need to do?" One of the things that I always advise people is that when people reach out to you, try not to respond via chat. And one of the reasons is because a lot of times, if you send your price to somebody via chat, or you message somebody via chat, most likely you have not really found out what that person really needs. And you might also not be able to understand the objections in the person's mind. So say for instance, somebody asks you, "Oh, how much is your t-shirt? How much are your shirts?" You say, "Oh, 25,000," and the person does not message you again. The truth is that you don't even know what the person needs. You don't even know if you might be able to offer something else to the person that is beyond that 25,000. I don't know if you get my point. So that's why sometimes when people reach out to you, don't type your information. One of the things you can do is that you can request for a call. "Oh, do you mind if I call you up so that we can discuss this?" That is always a good way to go about it. "Do you mind if I can call you so that we can actually discuss this?" That is always a good way to actually respond to it. Then the other thing I also wanted to encourage us is that if you can also, so for some of us that we sell product or service, so let me just ask on the call. So how many of us have like a product catalog, or you have a document that talks about your various service and maybe the features and the benefits of your various service? How many people have that kind of document here? Does anyone? Anybody? Temi, Okweabola, Euphemia, PC, Debbie, Joy, Akinola, Precious. Does anyone have any of that kind of document?
No,
Okay.
sir.
So what that means is that if somebody reaches out to you now and asks you what the various things that you do, you might not be able to tell them exactly the various services that they can benefit from you, is it? So, and that is also something that we all need to, maybe after this call, some of us might need to go and sit down and look at that. Look at the things that you sell, the various services that you offer, the various products that you sell. Can you come up with, even if it's a catalog of all those products, can you come up with them? And maybe you have their prices somewhere. You understand? Can you come up with a catalog, a document, and you can just also put a bit of explanation of the differences in the service or what the service is about? Now, the reason is because sometimes, like I said, when you engage customers, people have come to you. How do they know the differentiating thing that will make them buy from you and not go to the other person? That is one of the things that we can do. I don't know if it's making sense. Can I get any response, any feedback from anybody? Anybody? Papa BC.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, all right. So as we begin to tie this up, I will just ask. So yeah, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
we
as we
can hear you,
begin to
sir.
tie this up, so let me just ask. Okay, so so as we begin to tie it up, part of the things that I want us to look at is that I want us to exactly, because you have to be intentional, you have to be structured. You understand? So what that means is that your sales approach has to be something that is intentional. So you have to determine, so how many people must you reach every week? Do you need to have a list of people you want to call to tell about your product? Or how many people do you want to make sure that they see your service every week? I don't know if you get my point. Then you also have to, and that's what I mean by, attracting customers. You have to spend time to ensure that this is something that is going out on a week in week basis. Either you're running ads, you're doing phone calls to prospective people, you know, it has to be going on every time. It has to be going on every time, because that is one of the ways by which you can actually contribute. Because sales is such that the more the number of people you are reaching, the more the potential number of people you can sell to. So if you are not reaching people, I'm telling you the truth, you will likely not be getting sales. So the secret is that we must be reaching more people to be able to get sales. Either you have a list of people that maybe you've got in contact, or people that are potential customers that you are reaching out to, or you are running hard to make people to be seeing you, but people must be seeing you every time. All right, so I'm going to stop here and just give room for any form of question as we tie this up. All right. So, Tammy, Okweabola, we've not heard from you. Euphemia, Papa BC, Debbie, Joy. Anyone has any question? Or do we have any comment? So, Euphemia, do you have anything to add to? So, what do you want to take away from this as a person? Okay.
I want to ask a question. So how do you manage for a service-based business like mine? How do you manage clients that tend to want to change your process? As a business, you already have the way you do this, and there are other clients that have come before this particular client. So, but when they come on board, it just feels like they want to tell you to run your business. How do you manage clients like that? Is it a red flag? Is it something you should not delve into, or is there a specific wish to manage people like that? What exactly do you think is their core problem, or maybe their thought process that I could leverage on to be able to have like a positive working
Okay, thank
relationship
you.
with them?
So that's why I said, so that's why it is important that you have your document stating your service offering and how you run your business. So, for example, I remember somebody wanted to come and do interiors, and one of the things that the person said, hmm, is that for them to come, you understand, mobilization fee is 50,000 naira for us to pay. For them to do a 3D drawing for us is 300k per space. So what they've done was that at every point in their service offering, there is a fee. So there's no way we will be able to tell them that, oh, just come now, and then when you come we'll talk about it. They already sent it that to us ahead before they even came. So what I'm trying to say that so it will be better the various stages and steps in your business. Can you put them in a document so that when people come out to you, you can let them know this is the steps, this is the process. So by so doing, they already understand that that is the way you work, and you don't have to stress it too much. I don't know if that helps you. Yeah. So
Yes,
that
it
that's one
does.
way that you can use to manage that. That's one way that you can use to manage that. All right. Any other person? Okay, Joy.
Okay, good evening, sir. I really want to appreciate this opportunity to be here, first of all. Okay, and my question is for someone who is, let's say, a newbie, someone wants to enter into the entrepreneurship space, how can one come up with a very good business plan? For example, now, I want to enter into the catering, like a catering industry or what. So, I'm about starting and I'm trying to figure out the first thing stuff that I need to do. First thing first. So, I don't know. I think the first thing is coming up with a business plan. I don't know. So, please, can you guide me through on how to
Well,
go
for
about it?
business plan, maybe after the call, you can reach out to me. I can send you something, maybe a business plan template for a catering business. If that's fine, I can share something with you, Madam Joy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
All
very
right.
important. Thank you
Then
so
the
much.
other thing I
I will
wanted to
do that.
mention is that if it's possible, if you know somebody who is already doing catering that you can speak to, experiential knowledge, that will also be good. You understand? I don't know if you get my point. Yes. So if there's somebody that you know
Yes,
around that
sir.
is
Yes,
doing
sir.
catering, try and chat and just speak to them. Let them tell you their challenges. Let them tell you how they currently run it, just to have that practical knowledge as well. Yeah.
Okay, sir. No, I already did that. I already did that. And you gave me practical that you already taught us
Okay.
in the course of this section. This is about
Okay.
content creation
Okay.
and business
All
marketing.
right. That's fine.
So
So I'll
yeah,
send you.
I already.
I'll send you that template. Um, at the end. You know. Then what I wanted to mention that then you need to identify who your target market would be. So not so if you want to be targeting, let's say event planners, and be like one of those people that are they are vendors. That's a target. If you want to be so there are different target markets, which I'll send that document to you, which is one of the things that you need to look at, and that will determine how you would approach the business. So I think I will be ending here. So hopefully by next month we'll also be having another one. Hopefully I'm looking at we having this every month. So the 26th of April, hopefully we'll be having another one. So I want to encourage us to also join that one as well. I want us to join that one as well. So I want us to look forward to it. But more or less, I wanted to say that so for us as a business, Sales Bananas, we offer sales, training. We offer sales training for people, both in groups and one-on-one training. So if you want to have a deeper session and not just the training, we will also help you out in helping you to actually go through that process. We'll be with you, to be able to set up some sales system that you can actually use for your business. So that's something. Our one-on-one session is 50K. For 2 hours, for 2 hours session is 50K. That's how much you charge, or $50 or £40, depending on where you are. So if that's something that interests us, that interests any of you, you can always reach out to me. And one of the advantages that you're going to get opportunity, not just for the training. I'll also be there to also help you out to set up some sales system that you can actually use for your business. And we also do group trainings, from as low as 6 people to above 50 people, depending on the training size. And we also have our rate for that as well. If you check the screen, you'll see our sales training rate card, on the screen. So if any one of you, is interested, in any of our programs or packages, you can always reach out to me, um, and we can set up a conversation on that and how we can help you. I believe this has been very helpful to every one of you. So Joy, if there's anything, if there's any questions, we already have a group. You guys can post some of your questions on the group. You can share some of them. You can reach out to me personally. Send me a message. If there's anything, that is not clear to you, just send me a message on that. All right. Yes. So I want to say very big thank you to everybody who's joined in today. I believe this was really, really helpful. Let's have a very good evening.